All animals should be respected and protected. That's why Animal Equality, a 501c3 nonprofit organization, is dedicated to improving the lives of the world's most neglected and abused animals raised for food. With the help of caring supporters, Animal Equality is exposing the cruelty inside factory farms through undercover investigations and creating a more compassionate future with legal advocacy, corporate outreach, and education, impacting millions of animals each year. Your support changes lives. Right now, all gifts made through December 31st are being matched dollar for dollar by a generous donor, making twice the difference for animals. Learn more at animalequality.org.
Grand National Championships.
Hello, 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 hello. You are listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. This is Alistair here, just recording this alone. Happy holidays to everyone, with the holiday schedules being what they are, everyone being busy kind of at different times. We were unable to coordinate a live recording for this week, so I put together a little clip show for the final episode of the year. Just some are 5 seconds long, some are a few minutes long. It's just a taste of what the show's been like since we started doing it as a podcast exclusively, starting in July. So I hope you enjoy it. We're going to be back live next week. Happy New Year. And be well. Check this out. I'm a little bit insulted by YouTube because I don't know what kind of comedy they think I like, because I got one that the title was Popeye's Drive-Thru Sling Blade Style.
I don't like that at all.
It was just some guy with his whole family in the car ordering at Popeye's with the Sling Blade voice, Billy Bob Thornton from Sling Blade, which is a movie I've never seen, but I recognize what the character sounds like. And the whole family was in the car. They just seemed like, oh God, we got to go along with Dad's YouTube impressions again. Have you ever done anything Sling Blade style? Did you do your cooking class Sling Blade style?
No, I didn't try any impressions. I was too frazzled.
I feel like next time
no oyster sauce or the potatoes won't cook.
Oh. If you do the
taters, that was Lord of the Rings.
Ooh,
I always mix those up.
Have you seen Lord of the Rings Sling Blade style? They did the whole extended editions with that voice, every character. I feel like if you did an entire cooking class in character, that would go over really well, and maybe that would be a good way to maybe explain the Outer Worlds background a little better. All right, full stop.
Okay.
Everybody be serious. Jared, can you hold up your paper and show us what you came up with?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's terrible looking.
Well, why don't you just, I just need proof.
Just tell us.
I put What a Man first and then Shoop. And I don't know what the third one is.
You get 2 points for that.
Hey, how about that?
They were not in the right order. Shoop was first. What a Man was second. Corin, let's see your paper.
Nothing. I kept thinking of TLC songs.
So you didn't even write anything down?
I started to write one word and then
Could we
erased
see what
it.
you wrote? Okay, never mind.
You're using a pencil.
So it's just creep. Okay. All right. Jotham, what did you write down? 1993 album Very Necessary by Salt and Peppa.
I've done 3 spices.
Cardamom, turmeric, and cinnamon. Okay.
Yes.
So those are incorrect. I looked up a Facebook group on cast iron cooking. That is one of the ones that I solicited voice messages from. And although I didn't get a response to that, I did find a cast iron cooking group that had some very specific rules. I want to go over the rules of this cast iron cooking group. Rule number 1, no drama, period. Absolutely no healthy versus unhealthy posts, medical advice, requests for sympathy or attention, or cute little games with the rules. Rule 2, no selling of
That
cast...
was one rule?
That was one.
Yeah, there are 10
That was
rules.
all of them.
There are
No
10
drama.
rules.
Oh my
You know,
god.
just
Rule 1,
figure it
no
out.
drama. Yeah, then they spelled out what that entails.
These have got to be very wordy posts.
Rule 2, no selling of cast iron or other items. This is a cooking group, not a selling group. Selling cast iron, including direct links to cast iron for sale on shopping websites, is not allowed. Rule 3, admins reserve the right to remove any post. Rule 4, rudeness is not tolerated. If you don't like it, move on and read something else. Comments
sounds
about
like
how
rule 1.
you dislike someone else's cooked food will be removed. Profanity will get you banned. Puke emojis and GIFs will be deleted. No puke emojis.
What about the poo?
They didn't
Good
mention
question.
totally
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I would leave.
Yeah.
that. Oh, sorry. The last sentence is poo emojis encouraged.
Well, all food makes you poo, so
Yeah.
it's
Cir-
just
circle of life, baby. Circle of life.
This person, the admin of this group, sounds like an absolute delight.
Yeah.
Absolute joy.
Yeah.
This is sarcasm like that will get you banned, Jared. This is cooking. This is about
Sorry.
cooking. Rule 5, include your cast iron cookware in your photo. Post of food on a plate.
Jesus.
Did they write it like you said it?
Posts
did
of
they get that
food on a
accusatory?
plate that do not include the cookware will be deleted. This group is about cooking in your iron. Wagner and Griswold cast aluminum are permitted. So right at the end, they're like, oh, it doesn't, by the way, it doesn't have to be iron. There are a couple companies that we will name by name and endorse. Only endorsed cleaning methods, okay? No fire tossing, media blasting, altering by sanding or grinding, or using a self-cleaning oven, an SCO. If you need more information on cautions and endorsed cleaning methods, check the FAQ section 5. And I like this rule a lot, Rule 7, because it's obviously predicated on some particular incidents. Random cast iron objects will be removed. No knickknacks or racially offensive material and items. Regardless of historical value or of being cast iron, they are not allowed.
Wow.
I
Rule
mean,
8.
Progressive.
good rule.
It's a good rule, but it makes you think of what these animals
Yeah,
have been doing.
Right. To have that
Yeah,
specific
so
of a number 7 rule.
Now
yeah.
I'm on the administrator's side because I have no idea what they put up with on a day-to-day basis.
These guys are at their wits' end. They don't know how to deal with this cast iron cooking group. They are out of control. They're cracking the whip like they
Yeah.
need to because like these people are posting things that are completely inappropriate.
I judge
And
too
there's all just
harshly.
the repeat offenders. Like
Exactly.
Greg's at it again.
More puke emojis.
This
and
Nazi
Racially offensive cast iron knickknacks.
Yeah.
Rule 8: no roll call posts.
What if the knickknack was like a tiny little cast iron pan?
That's funny.
It wasn't
no
like it
funny
was-
games with the rules, Jared.
If you don't cook with it, you don't post
What
it
if-
here, Jared.
You baked a
Is that
tiny
so hard for you to
cornbread.
understand, Jared? If you don't cook on it, if you cook on it, fine. If it's just a joke to you, post it on the joke forum. Rule 8, no roll call posts. No where you from, no guess what I'm cooking. That clogs the page and the member notifications. No contests, no giveaways, no local events. Sales ads will be marked as a PSA, and we're going to turn comments off. Rule 9, no viral videos or funny memes. They're cute and they're flashy, but these viral videos have been seen in this group dozens and hundreds of times already. We don't want to
Dozens
see them
and hundreds.
again.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think that there are memes and viral videos that are specific to cast iron cooking?
Yeah, there's
Certainly.
9, and they've seen them all dozens and hundreds of times.
I'm telling you what, the way all of you guys are behaving makes me think that you are not cut out for cast iron cooking, at least in
I
this
want to
forum.
join. I really want to join now.
Sounds like it's ruled with a cast iron fist. It was just like right there.
Sometimes you just got take a swing. Rule 10, the final rule. Accounts posting spam, scams, or pornography equal an immediate ban. So they have definitely had people posting maybe cast iron related pornography on the group, and that is not allowed.
Wow.
I didn't hear any of the rules about seasoning. Season, because when you talk about when you season a pan, you season the cast iron.
I believe that's probably what most of the talk in the forum is about. Seasoning and cleaning.
That's it.
I just keep thinking of cornbread in a cast iron, or I don't know why that's the only image in my head.
It's a good image,
all
though.
night, every day.
I'm a cornbread.
My best friend growing up, his dad was super into it's what was called rendezvous. It was basically like reenactments, kind of like Civil War reenactments, but more like frontier reenactments. Less war, more like trading post things.
And would they take like
so they're LARPing,
like deer? But would they? Was it like straight up like mountain man retreats where they would like brain tan a pelt or something?
Yes, the whole deal.
Nice.
There was axe throwing and like powder muskets and all manner of things. But they knew all of these frontiersman tricks, and they would, when we would go up and hang out with them in like Central Florida, they would take us out, the kids, to the river to swim, and they would tie a dog up on the riverbank. And
Oh Christ!
we didn't know why that was, so we asked, and they were like, "Oh, well, gators are more likely. They want to go after the dog, not the human, because it's easier prey. So that's our alarm system. That's our safety.
That's the canary in the coal mine. That's the goat in the tyrannosaur paddock.
Yes. So I say that zigzag is kind of like a stupid Southern thing that has been passed on, but at least we don't tie dogs up by riverbanks anymore. So I think we've evolved as a culture.
Yeah, the zigzag was a great technological advancement.
Get Paul Wall on the line.
I'm a little bit insulted by YouTube because I don't know what kind of comedy they think I like, because I got one that the title was Popeye's Drive-Thru Sling Blade Style.
I don't like that at all.
It was just some guy with his whole family in the car ordering at Popeyes with the Sling Blade voice, Billy Bob Thornton from Sling Blade, which is a movie I've never seen, but I recognize what the character sounds like. And the whole family was in the car. They just seemed like, oh God, we got to go along with Dad's YouTube impressions again. Have you ever done anything Sling Blade
traumatic.
style? Did you do your cooking class Sling Blade style?
No, I didn't try any impressions. I was too frazzled.
I feel like next time
no
if
oyster sauce or the potatoes won't cook.
if you do the
Taters. That was Lord of the Rings.
ooh,
I always mix those up.
have you seen Lord of the Rings Sling Blade style? They did the whole extended editions with that voice, every character. I feel like if you did an entire cooking class in character, that would go over really well, and maybe that would be a good way to maybe explain the Outer Worlds background a little better. All right, full stop.
Okay.
Everybody be serious. Yeah, came through. I
Again,
loved Moneyball.
Yeah, it's the kind of movie that I would think you would like.
Yeah, it's got a lot of math and baseball.
Closing deals in baseball.
I love movies about deals.
I love stats and baseball, yeah.
I do like statistics. That's why I decided to become just a statistic.
All right, so we were talking about meatball sandwiches earlier with the sandwich talk. So this junior at the University of Georgia has been given a second chance after a meatball blunder caused her to fail a test. Sam Lee was taking an online exam for her economics class while eating a meatball sandwich. As Lee moved through the test, a meatball fell out of the sub roll and onto her keyboard, effectively exiting and ending the exam before she was finished. Quote, the said meatball caused some malfunctions with my laptop and caused the test to submit itself, end quote. The email continues. According to a photo of the test results, the student received a 39.17% on the meatball-ended exam.
That's a very low score. But
that's her fault.
Yeah.
No sympathy.
I feel like
she should not have been eating while taking the exam.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there would be no meatball mishap if she wasn't leaning over her keyboard with a meatball sub.
Anything
the professor
that you're
ended
eating...
up giving her till midnight that night to do it again, to retake it.
Oh, well,
now
that's
that
kind of a
excuse is
happy
going to be
ending.
used like over and over again.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's got a meatball sub these days.
Classic.
So I
All
guess
these kids
the
with
key...
their participation trophies and meatball subs.
Kids today, right? They're always eating objects that, if dropped out of their proper containers, are heavy enough to disengage whatever test you're taking. So it's all meatballs. What else is something heavy? Like, you couldn't necessarily trust a slice of ham, falafel. You can't trust
pork chop
ham.
sandwich.
A pork chop. That's a lot. It's a lot to believe that just a whole slab of pork could fall out of the sandwich all at once. A tomato
I've never
slice, you
had
can't
it,
count
but
on a
it's a
tomato
sandwich.
slice.
Rib sandwich.
I know it's a. How on earth do you think that the argument is that doesn't exist? I'm not saying a pork chop sandwich doesn't exist. I'm saying it's hard to believe the whole pork chop could fall out of the sandwich, whereas a meatball can easily the
Right.
caboose of the train can get uncoupled. Is everyone following my analogy? Where the meatballs are a train inside the sandwich? All right. Whatever. What do you think of Jared courting controversy with his now infamous post from July 24th of this year, in which he laid down some super tight restrictions about what should and shouldn't be called a grilled cheese sandwich? Do you find power plays like this to be just distasteful and ultimately desperate cries for attention from maybe sandwich makers who are past their prime?
Well, I'm glad you asked. When Sandwich Talk first started, it was all about creating a dialogue regarding sandwiches. So posts like Jared's, I think, go a long way in opening up the roads of discussion, so that we can hash these things out. For one thing, I will say that before Jared's post, we were seeing a lot of sandwiches in there that, they were cheese, they were toasted, and people were calling them grilled cheeses. But there's all this other stuff on there. Haven't seen that since then. Now it's, tomato, avocado, toasted bread with cheese. Nobody's calling that a grilled cheese with avocado or tomato anymore.
Once that energy is out there, they know that if they put, if this is a turkey ham club, like with a thin veneer of cheese on it, and they try passing it off as a grilled cheese of some kind.
Which they have done.
The hammer's going to come down in the form of Jared's very politely worded comment.
Drawing a line in the sandwich.
Yeah, that's how he started it off. That draws the attention.
Yeah, no.
I felt something had to be
I
said.
knew it was serious.
Cheese all gone.
Cheese all gone. That
tragic.
At one point was one of Corn's catchphrases.
Yeah, I had a couple catchphrases.
When he
That was
pulled
the
the cord.
longest standing.
When he pulled his cord, that's what he would say.
Do you think DB Cooper had a catchphrase when he pulled his cord and jumped?
Jared, what's going on with you?
We didn't do it.
Not much. I took a little trip this past weekend. Went to Texas for the first time and saw some bats. It was awesome.
Carlsbad?
There's a bat colony in Houston that launches
Whoa!
every night at like sunset, like 20 minutes after sunset, and I got to witness it, and it was magical, but kind of stanky.
A lot of guano?
Yeah, like when you walk under the bridge, it's pretty stanky, but there's like, I don't know, like a crazy
A million bats.
Okay.
It's really
So-
cool, yeah.
So the tagline on this review would be, "It's a crazy bunch of bats."
Correct.
Okay.
You're allowed to curse on here. You know that, right?
Am I?
Dot, dot, dot.
I don't know. I
Guano.
did last time, and he said something.
I mean, we don't want it to be a filth cast. You know what I'm saying? Like, try and keep it mature. But if
It
if
was
that's
a
the
lot of
only
bats.
way of describing these bats' fucking majesty, go ahead and do it.
I've seen them before,
Absolutely.
and there's a shit ton.
Yeah. A shit fuck ton. Fuck.
They just
ton,
keep on
fuck.
coming.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're dropping
Great.
out of the ceiling. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So
Again, another
is this-
Lionel Richie reference.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait
what a
minute.
feeling! They're dropping out the ceiling.
Wow. Spitting bars.
The nearest gym that I see to me is a little non-chain place. It's called Pack Animal Fitness. And it's I think
like the name.
I think it has a sign, at least during standard times. I don't know if this would still apply during the pandemic. I think it says 24 hours, Pack Animal Fitness. It's got like a huge mural of a roughly hewn panther on the side of the wall.
It's not,
Whoa.
yeah, it's not a pack animal.
That precisely. If anything, that is a solo predator.
Right. There are many pack animals that I also don't want to emulate their fitness styles.
Yeah.
What are some? Like wolves?
I think
Wolves keep it tight. You say otters?
Otters, yeah.
They're pack
A
animals.
pack of otters?
Yeah, there's a pack of
Yay.
otters.
It's a council.
Yeah,
it's a
guys.
council of owls, right?
A parliament of owls.
Parliament of owls.
Yeah, a murder of crows,
Yeah.
Right.
which is obviously one
A
of
gaggle of geese.
the best
What do you
Incubus
consider
albums.
birds to be pack animals?
No.
No, that's a flock animal.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying is the animal collective that applies to it is very narrow as to what a pack could be. So I would think wolves is primarily what you'd think of.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, there's a panther on this building. Now you guys have me doubting myself. But I think that's a discussion that we've had, that Mandy and I have had before, is that's not a pack animal. That's a panther.
If it's a lion, I could almost forgive
A pride animal fitness. We got, you know what? I would say don't put pride anywhere on the outside of your gym. What are some
Bad
other
news.
animals that like you'd really want to be like? Kangaroos can sometimes be super ripped.
They
Oh
are.
yeah, that super ripped kangaroo.
There's one famous one, obviously, but it shows the potential is there for any kangaroo to get that body. You too could look like this. That's what it says on the outside of Pack Animal Fitness. A whole pack of kangaroos.
I think horse is an obvious choice, right? Everybody wants to be like majestic and ripped like a horse.
Everyone dreams of that.
Sinewy.
Yeah,
Sinewy.
they're beautiful animals.
Yeah, they're beautiful animals. I just never think of them as having great fitness routine because in the best scenario, they've
They're so
usually got
ripped.
big butts. They've got big bellies.
Are you saying? Wait, you think horses have big bellies?
Quite often, even a very fit horse. I mean, obviously a
I've
race
never
horse.
thought that.
They have big round barrel bellies.
That's just where the fuel goes to power their horse legs that are never stopping.
That's true.
Horse legs never stop.
They're like sharks on land.
And go all the way up.
Yeah, the shark has some gams. Jotham's poisoning my mind with these side notes.
No, but we even refer to power by horsepower. Like we refer to all of these land-based.
I'm not doubting its power.
vehicles.
I mean, a 737 is powerful, but it's not a sleek and beautiful machine.
But a horse is a sleek and beautiful machine.
But it's not. I mean, it can be powerful without necessarily being sleek. Like a
I'm with Cord on this. They're pretty
Clydesdale.
sleek.
A Clydesdale
This
is
is
a big,
crazy to me.
powerful animal, but it's not like ripped.
They're like
and it doesn't-
2% body fat.
Show me a picture of a horse with a six pack. I'll sit here and wait.
I'm gonna Google it right now.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it.
No, that's gonna be a bad
Putting my
scene.
doomsday machine into operation.
What have you done? He's gonna send it to all of us.
It's just like it's just gonna come up with DeviantArt.
Every text group has one person who sends like a bunch of like highly questionable shit to them.
Dude,
like,
these horses are so ripped.
Well, don't just look at it. Share. Come on.
All right.
Just hold it up. Hold up to the camera. I'm using my phone as a camera. I can't see it right now.
Oh, well, you're gonna love it when you do see it.
You can't just hold it up. I don't know.
Hold it up to the camera. Oh God.
No.
Again, that's not a horse. That's a guy with a horse.
Horse with a 6-pack.
You know, I was once again hoisted by my own petard.
Yeah.
Question 8. Thelma and Louise, Alien, Kids in the Hall.
Jared,
go.
Ridley Scott Thompson.
That's correct.
That's pretty good. See, I'm just happy to play. This is a fun game.
Is Jotham frozen? He hasn't answered.
No, I'm here. I know like a quarter of. I can't put them together. Who's Scott Thompson?
Kids in the Hall. You know, if you were 10 years older. Sorry.
Yeah. This is because we're all old.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. The prize that you win at the end of this game is your youth. Question 9. The Abyss, True Lies, Singles, Almost Famous.
Corin,
go.
James Cameron Crowe.
That's correct.
Yes.
James Cameron Crowe. Okay. Now, again, you know how I said that I want you to really expand your mind?
Here we go.
Okay.
The spice melange.
Yes. The spice must flow.
Denis Villeneuve.
Hellboy, Pacific Rim, Canadian NBA franchise.
Corin,
go.
Let's not laugh when I say this. Guillermo del Toronto Raptors.
That's correct, yes.
Nice.
Again, a non-human entity that fits the bill. Guillermo del Toronto Raptors. So
that was pretty good. That got me.
That's got Corin in the lead, 5 to Jared's 3.
Bullshit.
Jotham is doing his thing.
He is here.
I'm listening.
Does exist.
I do exist.
Corin and Jotham.
They look a little younger than we are, Alistair. Not so many grays on these studs. So
yeah, I am. I'm definitely the oldest out of we 4, for sure.
Yeah, I think Jotham is the youngest. He's got the most life left in him.
Ugh, not by much.
No, you're doing all right, bud.
Wait till you hit 40, buddy. Have to start shoving your intestines back up your butthole.
Alistair, can you confirm?
Yeah, 40th birthday.
It's all downhill. That's what they're talking about.
Gravity doesn't work.
I thought he was going to give some like kind, like, you know, homespun advice.
There's no safe way to work out. Not at our age.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sorry. I hurt my back this week, like in my HIIT classes. I tweaked it good, and
that's what I'm worried about.
What type of class is this?
HIIT.
High intensity.
Oh.
Interval training.
Wait, so
we don't say CrossFit anymore.
Okay, but so this is the one where you throw your body around in unsafe ways?
Yes.
And you hurt yourself somehow.
Yeah, you do very complicated things with heavy objects as fast as possible.
All right.
And it's weird that I hurt myself at 37 years old doing that.
Yeah. Oh, look, Gramps is flipping the tire across the parking lot again. Do you get a lot of that? You hear people saying that?
Yes. I love thinking about people's cool names that we've known throughout the years. I always go back to Crystal Davenport. which is one of my favorite names of a person.
Because it's
a real
an
person.
impossible piece of furniture, if you think about it.
Right, a very uncomfortable furniture. I also I knew someone named Cashmere Fudge. That was a good one.
Oh. Sounds made up.
It does. I mean,
I think I would just go with a Jody Batman.
Yes. Yep. I remember Jody Batman. Yep. Not Bateman. Batman.
Not Bateman. Batman.
Batman.
Yet you could never put Crystal Fudge in like a novel you wrote because everyone would be like, this guy like named one of his characters Crystal Fudge. Like,
yeah, it's like a Harry Potter professor.
Yeah. I guess in the Harry Potter verse it would be more accepted. Crystal Fudge. Wait, no, it wasn't. Sorry, not Crystal Fudge.
It was Cashmere Fudge.
Cashmere Fudge. Whatever.
But Crystal Fudge too.
Crystal Davenport. Crystal Fudge.
Crystal
Cashmere
Davenport.
Davenport. Ooh, Cashmere Davenport. Now we're talking.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Sign me up. I'll buy one of those.
Is this the next quiz that we're going to take?
Crystal Fudge Davenport. Get it? It's like they go together. Is that what I sounded like?
When I was looking at places in Seattle, I thought I found a super chill place, and then I realized that I ended up sending like pictures of me and my girlfriend to like some like scam artist. What? I like filled out this application, and they're like, "All right, well, we just like to see what the people look like." I'm like, "All right, whatever." I haven't applied to live anywhere in years.
Yeah,
I don't know how it works.
We just want to see you guys' feet.
Send nudes. Yeah, exactly.
Just send us pictures of your feet so we know whether, you make a lot of noise upstairs.
Yeah. All they ask for was a social and a picture of my credit card.
I'm sending you an outfit to try on.
I sent him a pic of some gabagool.
I want to see what kind of toes are going to be on my hard wood. Sorry.
Over the line with toes.
The Nightmare on Elm Street was also really well done. I thought at the beginning someone said that Johnny Knoxville was in the movie, and it turns out it's Johnny Depp. But the first half of the movie, I'm like talking about Johnny Knoxville, and I'm like, oh yeah, in quarantine he grew his hair out. It's all silver now. He doesn't dye it, and everyone's just kind of nodding at me. And then I figured out halfway through it's Johnny Depp.
So you were talking about not just that Johnny Knoxville was in this movie, but you were talking about how he's currently letting himself go gray.
Yes. Yeah, Maddie was like, yeah, he's going through a bad divorce. I'm like, oh, is he? I didn't see that on his story.
Anyway, can't wait till he shows up.
Yeah.
So who's Jotham? Who's our Jotham superhero?
Oh, that's a great question. So
he's getting a little shaggy now. Like he's got his beard's growing out, his hair's getting a little long.
He's kind of got like a Hawkeye vibe to me, but like the 2004
I thought you said a hot guy vibe.
From MASH.
Yeah, but I mean, all superheroes are hot guys.
See me with the martini.
You've got highlights. Yeah, Hawkeye. I feel like I feel like a real Renner vibe.
Yeah,
Always comes back to him. Always comes.
You've got this good voice too. There was a 2012 Matt Fraction run on Hawkeye where it paints him as like a very like lovable and kind of how do I say this without being
like dim-witted?
Insulting? Not dim-witted.
Like, what do you say?
Yeah.
What are you creeping?
Let's phrase this
What
carefully.
are you creeping towards? You're like, I don't want to say something that would hurt your feelings, but he's kind of like lobster claws. So what is it that you were going to say? He's like simple.
He has good intentions, but things go wrong a lot.
Haphazard?
Yeah, he's haphazard, and then it comes out fine in the end because it's a comic book.
But
So he's kind of a wild card.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a wild card.
They gave kind of like this description of like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. And you're like, so he's kind of a wild card. It just sounded like you were really just putting the most amazingly positive twist on it. Oh,
I'm trying to.
Oh man. Oh. So this guy, he kind of like doesn't follow the rules, huh? Yeah, I guess you can take that away. Oh boy. Sorry guys, I apologize.
An elephant beetle, and there's a rhinoceros beetle. Anyways, I'm doing a little bit of using CRISPR technology and trying to create the new better beetle.
That is a noble goal.
This is amazing. You're doing gene splicing on beetles at your home?
Yeah, and at the university. But they don't know what I'm doing. They just think I'm taking the trash out.
He's Goodwill Hunting them? He's Goodwill Hunting them in order to gene splice fighting beetles at their facility?
I tried to find out if it was illegal to have beetle fighting community. And the state attorney's office was like, there's nothing illegal about that, but they're like, we don't really deal with bugs.
Michael Jackson Lego. And I didn't know if the Lego is just a single figure or if this kid made a Michael Jackson out of many pieces of Lego.
Did they sell
True to life, yeah.
Did they sell a Moonwalker playset?
It's a Moonwalker playset. And Jotham, yes, I also imagine that it's full scale, a full, between 5 and 6 feet tall.
It's just standing in his room and he talks to it like his best friend.
It's got a motion sensor. It just goes or whatever. Is that the standard Michael Jackson sound?
Yeah. That's pretty close, yeah.
And it makes the Michael...
I would have also accepted Shimon.
Oh.
I would have also accepted that.
Now, does he also go, titty? Is that Michael Jackson's sound?
Yes.
Okay. Jotham is not amused, either because that was not funny or he does not know what Jawas sound like.
I guess I don't.
They take the droids and they moonwalk away with them.
You have to understand, Jotham has been very cool for most of his life, so he didn't have time for a lot of this stuff. I saw something the other day that made me think of Jotham straight away. FedEx guy came to my door, sleeves blasted off his uniform. He was wearing just sleeveless muscle shirt style FedEx tee.
Well, you're rolling around. You're going to be very hot. The sleeves are going to slow you down.
And I have pointed out to Jotham before that doors on a car are basically like sleeves. So a Jeep would make the most sense for someone like Jotham because it's already got the sleeves blasted off. And a FedEx truck is a lot like that because it's already got the doors blown out, just like the guy had his sleeves blown off.
So the driver was cosplaying as his own truck?
Yeah, exactly. He was like, I'm going to blast my doors off so I can just run out with the packages.
Were they blasted or cut? Were there blast marks?
I couldn't see the blast marks.
That's a weird look with the button-up shirt and the no sleeves.
I think they may have been blasted off. I think I saw some tattered shreds.
He did also have a neck tattoo from what I could see from your picture.
He had a lot of tattoos and no sleeves. He wasn't doing sleeves. He said that at the interview. He was like, yeah, I'll do the job.
Sleeves are no-go for me.
Yeah, that's going to be a deal breaker. Like the guy.
Perfect. Our trucks don't have sleeves either.
The guy's like, I have quite an opportunity for you, and he pointed to the shirt, and the guy was like, and then he points to a vest, like the muscle shirt style, and he's like, okay,
yeah,
we can at least start talking from there.
I like that you said vest, like he was just running around in like a bellboy vest.
He was like in a super cool punk rock vest. You know what? It's like a few weeks ago, Jotham checked in and he was all like, I tended to my pump, but that was about it. And then on Instagram,
I thought there was two.
Good impression.
Yeah. So you guys don't have any more favorite naturally occurring camouflage?
Oh, there's lots of like bugs that do all that weird shit, like all the whatchamacallits, the praying mantis that look like various flowers and things.
Oh, they do kind of look like orchids or something, right?
Right. Yeah.
Aaron's been suspiciously quiet about this. What do gators disguise themselves as, Jared?
Huh?
What do you say? Gators?
They don't. They just disguise themselves completely. All you see is just two little eyes in the water.
Hiding,
they're completely concealed.
Hiding is not the same as camouflage.
But they also kind of look like a log, I guess. They could just look like regular debris or something.
I don't know if that's purposeful.
I don't buy
I
this
think
one.
gator camouflage is good enough.
It's a real thing. You can pretend all you want, but gator camouflage is real.
Yeah, it works. It's practical. Made them highly successful.
So what I'm trying to say is, Aaron, have you ever been tricked by an animal?
There's a weird. Well, I mean, yeah, but that's
okay,
different.
wait. Aaron knows all sorts of weird animals. He's a weird reptile guy.
No. I mean,
that's a goddamn lie.
You just accused him of being a weird reptile guy. Is he going to get us with a Yoshi tongue? It just snaps out at the camera.
He's a weird reptile guy, and he's a weird fish man.
Also, yeah, sure.
Okay, you got me. Flippity flop. I'm a weird fish man.
There's a weird snake that has a tail that looks like a spider, and it like moves it around. Then it looks like a spider crawling around.
The movement of the tail mimics a spider?
Yeah.
You know the name of this snake? It's just a weird snake to you?
Probably spider-tailed something.
Spider-tailed winder.
What about a fish?
Yeah, what about a fish,
Yeah.
Aaron?
I mean, there's plenty.
Fish.
Tell us about fish.
That's why I tricked you.
Where do I? Yeah, have you ever thought that you were meeting a pretty lady and it just turned out to be a camouflage fish? It turns out she just had a bunch of like big eyes drawn on her to make her look like a very beautiful woman.
A pretty
The ultimate
lady
catfish.
on the end of a.
And then the anglerfish ate me because I was out on a date with its bait hanger. I already paid for dessert. So do you have any good fish camouflage stories, bro?
No, I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Jesus.
Cuttlefish. I mean, those are the most impressive
Yeah, we
ones.
covered that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Aaron just got dogged by Jotham.
Fuck.
Sorry about that loss.
Wait.
Jotham came in 4th in the movie trivia. He's giving it to Aaron.
I'm bringing a lot of snacks, I'm not going to stick this charcuterie.
Oh, that was pretty good.
You did pretty good, yeah.
Thank you. Because I'm the cheese man. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You're loving
I'm
it.
loving it. What else?
Wait a second. Hold on. Did you just say the cheese man, then kind of do something like the scat man, but it was actually Justin Timberlake endorsing McDonald's?
McDonald's, and then you move right past it like nothing happened.
Yeah, you can't just go scat man, cheese man, Timberlake in one leap.
I've got two new artists, Bell Witch and Black Soul, both Seattle, Tacoma-based artists that put out new music recently that I'm pretty excited about.
Now I'm just thinking like the game, Belle and Sebastian and LA Witch. Bell Witch.
I think that's quite.
Just let him have it.
Okay.
Just let me have it. I got 1 point. 1 point.
That's good. That's good, Jotham. Oh, wow.
The thing is, like, Jotham, I don't know if Jotham's like, okay, the way I was going to say this was going to sound insulting. I want you to know, so I stopped.
Let's not do that.
No, but I was going to say, I think Jotham's a secret genius, which makes it sound like you're not smart in real life.
I'm smart.
I know he sounds dumb.
Not like everybody
he's
says.
really he's working on another level.
No, but the thing is, he'll say something like that, like, I don't get it, but really he's making fun of you and he gets it completely. So I get the feeling that Jotham is trying to goad me into explaining precisely how the game works because it makes me sound like a crazy person. And that's his secret genius. Not that he's not already smart, but that he acts dumb in order to make you play yourself. A la DJ Khaled.
Congratulations.
Cool.
I treated myself to a foot peel. A self-applicated foot peel.
You didn't make someone else do this. I'm glad.
No.
Home foot peel?
Yeah, it was gross. Like, I got to the point where it's like walking across my carpet, it's kind of like Velcro, like, the calluses built up from running and stuff. So I was like, maybe I should do something about this. So I got this kit, and it's like these bags of acid that you put around your ankles and leave it there for like 90 minutes.
Did it come from Acme?
Yeah. It's acid and other stuff. Whatever. So you leave it on for 90 minutes, you go wash it off, and then over the course of the next several days, you ever seen like those in Publix, like the Parmesan cheese, not the grated
flakes,
one, but like the tub with the
Parmesano.
Pieces? Yeah. So like over like several ounces of that kind of material like came off. Like my feet are immaculate looking. They're soft and pink.
Like baby's feet.
Oh, like hideous pink butterflies emerge from their crusty chrysalis. Like
this is evocative.
I highly recommend it.
So I have a question. What do you do for an hour and a half while your feet are in acid?
Acid bags.
Doom Patrol.
Okay, but you're just stuck.
Yeah, you're just stuck. Like you gotta have to like dedicate the time to it. You gotta dedicate if you want the results, Gordon. You gotta put the time in.
You gotta put the time in. I get it.
I like to cut corners, as you can see.
Yeah.
That's why my feet are so regular.
Oh man,
crusty crystalline.
It's incredible. Should have done it like years ago. So if you got
I've always wanted.
Do it.
I always wanted to do the
fish
pedicure.
Is that unkind to the fish though? Do a lot of fish die because of that?
Is it unkind to the fish?
They're into it, man.
I'm totally on board.
They're fucking gross. They're nasty, dude.
I believe that about as much as I believe Jotham when he tells me the precise rules to pickleball. I don't trust your assessment of the fish's true desires.
Yeah, fish desires. Nasty ass fish desires.
They're not nasty. You made them that way.
Foot leavings.
Foot havings.
They might not even know what they're doing down there, which is an even more gruesome thought. But I mean, that's been outlawed, hasn't it? Can't you only do that in like bootleg like speakeasies?
Speakeasy.
Yeah, you have to go into like
fish speakeasy,
special fish salons.
Market for foot skin eating fish.
Yeah, you go into a corner and some guy's like, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You have to give him the password. Password changes every day.
Some guy played by Stellan Skarsgård. He's like, oh, you do know what it is. Like, he's got like a password and then he lets you into the door through the alley.
Yeah.
Trench coat filled with fish. He started getting really fresh on the Sandwich Talk forum, but like with just our posts, like I posted a humble sandwich, not trying to be flashy. Here's the sandwich I made for today. He just posts LOL as a comment. Like my sandwich is a joke to him. Jesus.
And what did he do to you? He came after you pretty hard too.
He said garbage. And I don't think we've ever had a conversation before, but that's how, Facebook works. We don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to talk to someone in real life.
I knew that sandwich wasn't garbage, and I moved on.
It's so fucking funny.
Oh, God. But it's funny because it's like the first trash talking in the forum since it started.
Yeah, so it'll get a little spicy.
Yeah, man. But I go to the forum to get away from that type of energy.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
Isn't it against community rules?
It should be.
I didn't want to report him to the admin, but I did check my options. That makes me think of that movie starring David Caruso.
Yeah.
Which I never saw, but it was supposed to be it was supposed to be a breakthrough performance. Didn't he quit television to be in a movie called Jade?
Yeah, I think so.
How'd it work out for him? Is he the biggest movie star now?
Yeah,
he's the biggest something. Is he like the longest? Is it no? I guess
butt shot.
Is he on one of the
butt shot on TV?
Longest butt shot?
Wasn't David Caruso the one that got famous for having an NYPD Blue butt shot?
Oh, I don't know. I know he's on that. I didn't know he was the butt shot guy.
That's the only way I know him.
What a thing to be known as.
I just know him from the CSI memes where he takes his glasses off and finishes the sentence, and it's always like a pun or something. You know what I'm talking about?
I did that earlier in the episode.
Mountain lion.
He did do that earlier in the episode.
Wait, and what phrase did we use?
I used that contract is executed.
Oh, now it's the fourth time you said it. For Christ's sake! Oh my God! Did you pay money for that, and you're trying to get as much use as possible out of it? You buy it off a guy. Did you guys see the movie King Ralph?
Yes, I think the climax of that movie centered around him having to eat spotted dick.
Yeah.
That was
That's
not.
the only thing I know
that
about
was
that
not
movie.
the climax of the movie. There's a part of the movie
that was the main conflict.
Quiet, please. That is not. You're misrepresenting this film completely. In this film, in which
John Goodman,
Dan Connor, is called upon to become the King of England after the entire royal family dies in a photography accident. There's a point where one of his advisors is pointing out all the food on the table, and he's like, "We also have spotted dick," and it pans over and it shows like this like very like phallic looking dish, like all covered in raisins or something. He's like, "Not that one," and then he points at the other thing, and it's just like a pudding. But like they made a point of like, let's say spotted dick, and then we're gonna put something on the screen that looks like a spotted dick. Yeah, it's gonna be hilarious.
And him eating it took 30 minutes.
He
it was
didn't
like the main.
Okay, now I know you're just funning around. He didn't eat anything. Jared, are you holding a screwdriver?
Yes.
We never did figure out exactly why Jared was holding that screwdriver. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. A look back at this year in Grand National Championships. Might be just as gruesome as the rest of the year is to look back upon. But it's what we got. So I hope everyone has a great New Year's celebration, as intimate as it may be. We'll see you in 2021. Everyone be well. This has been Grand National Championships. Goodbye, 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 bye, 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 bye.